TTM, man. TTM. Man. Ooh. They pulled a fast one on me, that's for sure. Just want to make it clear, though, it's not the channel. It's the tournaments they organize. March Madness, Summer Showdown. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of you know why I was banned from their tournament. This isn't necessarily why I'm making the video, but it made it make a lot more sense because I've had problems with the Draft League community as a whole, honestly. But I think TTM's probably the biggest defender of this. I really do. So, what better way to get my thoughts out than make a video? I've tried talking to people about it. I know a lot of people really probably don't give a shit. Or they do give a shit. Will it ever improve? I would hope so. I'm doubtful. But I do have problems. So if you don't know, these two tournaments are the biggest tournaments in the Draft League community. They're easily the biggest. Like, what? They filled in like 200 spots in like 30 minutes. It was ridiculous. Like, number one, why are you cucks waiting for a tournament to open for signups like that? Like, what the fuck? This ain't buying concert tickets to go see Drake or something like that, and y'all buying like tickets for that. No, this is a tournament. Y'all waiting to sign up for that. But that's how love this tournament is, and I don't see it. I mean, let's put it that way. I don't see it. You see it, that's okay. All the power to you. You see it as fun. The problem is there's other tournaments that do what they do, but they do it better. I'd rather go to Brawl for All. I'd rather do a speed tour. I'd rather do Santa Smackdown. Doesn't matter. I'd rather do all of those. Those are the only ones I really know, too. Like, I'd rather do the Hive qualifier tournament and not even give a shit about it, but do it because I want to have fun and play some Draft League. Like, it's whatever. But all these motherfuckers out here taking TTM way so fucking seriously. It dictates the entire Draft League community. People take break weeks. People's leagues take break weeks for TTM. That's common. And don't say it's not. It's common that shit happens. UPA took a break week. That's my main league. CPL didn't really. But they had a 2-week thing. And it was just the start of the season. But no, leagues take breaks for TTM. They're like, y'all put your efforts towards that. I know that's what y'all want to do. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Well, let's get into why I have problems with it. So, it kind of comes from being in the Draft League community for a really long time now. Ooh. My first Draft League was like, was it a year after Oras came out? Less than that, maybe. But no, I've been in leagues for a long time. A long time. And it's gotten so bad, man. Leagues aren't even about fun anymore. It's taken so seriously. People care about these, like, power rankings for how players are. Or any shit like that. Like, they're like, this league's better than that league. I'm Big the Cat. I'm clowning with that. But it's just, oh my god. I'm playing Gypsy King. He's the best player ever. Yo. Did you see what Hiker Toad brought to the last battle? These are just some respected players in the community. Just some regular fucking guys. People out here treating them like professionals, treating them like fucking celebrities. It's not like I'm out here in the NBA, like, and then I see LeBron walk by. I'm like, that's fucking LeBron. That's LeBron. That is the king. You don't know how much money he has. You gotta respect that man. He has worked his ass off his whole life. We're clicking buttons. We're clicking buttons. This takes no skill. Most of it's luck, honestly. A lot of Pokemon is luck once you get to a certain level. So what is it? What is it? What is it that we're taking this so seriously for? There's no incentives, none of that. I laugh at y'all who take it seriously. I can't have fun though anymore because of it, because the community is dictated having fun. A lot of it has come from TTM, because those TTM results have become the most important thing for my reputation as a Pokemon player. Like, man, why can't I come out here and have fun? Like, people are like, oh, nothing's stopping you. At the end of the day, people care about how they're perceived. They really do. Every single one does. Don't tell me you don't. In some way, you do. Heck, I was sad when I wasn't put on the top 30 hottest draft league coaches when Greg made that. And that is a fucking meme. I'm not gonna lie, I was butthurt because I didn't submit to it. That's the only reason I wasn't put on it. But I was butthurt. I really was. And I imagine a lot of other people felt the same way. I know a lot of other people felt the same way. Just, they were like, what the fuck, that happened? Like, people care about every little thing. They really do. Maybe to a different extent, everyone does. But everyone cares a little bit about every single thing. That's one thing I've learned in life. So being perceived that way is not fun. And anyone who looks at you negatively for a little reason, like having fun, I think that's a little ridiculous. I really do. And again, TTM dictates that because of how successful the tournament's gotten and how it's the biggest tournament and a lot of big players enter it. What do we mean by big players? Nobody makes money off this fucking draft league stuff. There's nobody big enough that would consider themselves a draft league specialist that makes enough of a living to where it becomes a profession. None of them do. The closest is probably Leo, 6-foot Hags, and that's just because he had a lot of subs previously from doing a lot of Wi-Fi work. But then he's transitioned into doing a lot of draft leagues, and like I love seeing that shit. I love seeing someone try and expose draft leagues, like make them a bigger thing. But it's not there yet, and it's not going to be there for anyone. Even these people are they're regarded as the best players. What? Gypsy King might have 3,000 some subscribers. Hell, a lot of people don't even upload. Hell, there could be some of the best draft league players ever, and we don't even know their names because they're in some league that's considered a side league. Man, it's ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. It really is. So then back to the fun part. So, you know, when I draft round 1 Como, people are talking shit, you know. But the UPA, they all understand I'm doing it for good fun. But other people, if they heard that, they would be talking shit. So the UPA is a place where I can have fun. I can do that, right? That's my main league. I recently got into CPL. So far, I've gotten good impressions from it. But it will never be what I consider my home. I just want another league. Hoping it would be cool. I'm pleased there so far. I appreciate other leagues out there, like the Hive. That looks like it's a nice home for a lot of people, and they really have their own community. Like, Hive is used as an adjective around the community. People are like, oh, they're a Hive guy. Oh, they're a Hive player, so they must be this. Yeah, you know, that sort of thing. Nobody says that shit about like, oh, well, they're an ICBA player. They must be like that. I think ICBA is a league. I don't even know. I don't follow most leagues. I don't follow that sort of shit. I'm just in a league, and that's how it is. So then these leagues garner reputations behind them. Anyway, TTM is where they all jumble up. They make a group. Because all these players from all around the Draft League community are going pew, 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 pew. They're all in one spot. And I like that. I like that there's a way for people to get together. The problem is that these results are taken seriously. Nobody can have fun with it. The other problem is that, honestly, the staff, the way they think, is a little ridiculous. So, now I'm going to get more into why I got banned. That sort of shit. So, I had gone through the draft. Clearly, I wasn't here to win or anything. I drafted Dedenne. Sure, you can say it was a meme pick. It's a fucking Dedenne. There was a better 1-point mon out there. I'm sure of it. But I wanted Dedenne, damn it. So then the draft's over. I need to get my battles done before Tuesday, I think it was. Tuesday? I believe. Yeah, no, I want to get them all done on Tuesday. Which would have been March 12th, I believe. And our round of pools started on something like the Thursday before. What would that be, like the 8th? 7th? Something like that. Numbers, I'm not an accountant. So I communicated to everyone, like, I'd like to battle before Tuesday. I think I missed one person by mistake. But, like, who was in my pool? It was Ultra, Word Life, some other guy. I think the guy I forgot to communicate with. It would explain why I don't know his name. And Bronson. Bronson's my boy. We agreed to battle last. Mainly for our own purposes. But yeah, no, Bronson's my boy. So we were battling last. And then everyone else I want to get done on that Tuesday, March 12th. I had talked to Word Life about it. I had talked to Ultra. If I had to throw in one more battle, I would have been fine with that. But the reason for that was because I was going on vacation. I like to spend as much time as I can traveling and experiencing things I wouldn't be able to experience at home. That's why I didn't want to battle. So I was stressing out. I was really busy, too. I was packing everything. I was having to do a lot of cleaning around my area. I had a paper due for school. There was a lot of stuff. Expectations from friends, other commitments. Yeah, I'm a busy guy. A lot of people are, and that's fine. So then, this man, Word Life, I'm like, okay, so can we battle today? And he's like, I'm not even prepped. Can we battle tomorrow? I was like, hell no, man. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, no way. And he was gonna prep and everything, but I exaggerated a little bit, made things seem really important, and they were. They were important to me. That shit gets done because I'm going to visit a friend on a trip. I'm trying to get everything done, and you're making a bigger roadblock for me. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice to me after we had already agreed that we were going to battle on Tuesday, that he wasn't prepped. So I said some things. I called him lazy. I said he was a little irresponsible. Another word I don't want to say. That shows that I do regret saying it. I do regret what I said in that moment. But then that was fine. He started prepping, but then he told staff, and they were a little concerned. They were like, "So you'll battle Word Life, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." The only person who told me was Ice Demon Gray because he's close to me. We were gonna call at the time, actually. Of course, he was gonna tell me if I was in hot water. So then we battle. He made a pretty bad play, got rewarded for it, and then I went to unwind a little bit. I was a little stressed with everything going on, and it was time for me to unwind. So I'm like, let's meme. That's what I think to do with friends online. What else is there to do that's fun online, right? No, I'm kidding. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, but I like to meme, and I think a lot of people I talk to like to meme too. But when I made a copy pasta, this was intentional. It was in a shitpost chat. Actually, no, it wasn't in a shitpost chat. It wasn't. Now thinking about it, I put in tournament feedback. That was funny. I put this big copy pasta, right? It was obviously a joke. And I really had no problems with word life. We had exchanged words previously, of course. Word life didn't know this was going in there, but we had exchanged words. We were both kind of at each other's throats for a little bit. I have no problems with word life at all. I really don't. I still don't. I never will, probably. I don't have a reason to. So then, we're typing, doing all that shit. I post it. Everyone starts copying it, pasting it. The memes are rolling. So then, I'm memeing for a little bit. My friends are memeing for a little bit. Some other random people are memeing for a little bit with us. And we're all having a good time. Smiles up. Shitpost chats are going crazy. Word Life got kicked at one point, but he got added back. And then people were like, wait, why didn't we kick Drew? Why haven't we done anything to discipline Drew? The person who said that was Halu Nasty. I'll get into Halu later. I really don't like him. Let's just get that out of the way. But anyway, so there's a bit of staff banter. I'm being told this. And some people are on my side, some people aren't. And finally, this man, Carney Hobo, comes in and says, I think we should kick him and ban him because he said the N-word. I never said the N-word. I have in the past. Not gonna lie. Anyway, I had never done such a thing in TTM. Never. Never. So, things go along. There's still some staff banter. I got banned. No warning. Nobody talked to me about my actions. I got banned. I would have been fine with all of it. They just talked to me. Just say like, yo, Drew, what you're doing is not cool. We're sick of these memes. Not the place for it. I would have been like, okay, that's fine. All I need to hear. But they didn't. So I'm really not happy about that. So they're kicking people without warning them. And what I did, I never did anything bad. Word Life and I were memeing together. We got to a point where we were memeing together. We had a good conversation because I replaced him in a league. And then we were talking about that a little bit. We were chill. There was no problems between us. Hell, I could talk to Word Life right now. We could probably have a good conversation. So then, I was kind of salty about that. I just felt bad mainly because I felt I had let some people in the UPA down because they gave me the All-Star spot, and I only got it. I only wanted it because I wanted to represent the league in a different way because I love it so much. Like, if you know me, you know I'm passionate about the UPA. It's a big part of who I am online, at least. It's like my baby. It really is. I worked to make it a good league. I brought it out of the trenches. And a lot of people could attest to that. They could totally agree with me. And I was kind of giving it some sort of prize for being a commissioner. And I appreciated that a lot. So then I'm doing some tournaments later that night on Draft Frontier, which is the big draft server, and Carney, who previously said that I had said the N-word, he's in there, and he's a mod on that Draft Frontier. He took away my voice, and he said, because I don't agree with what you did. I was like, what did I do that was so bad? Then he reread it, and he's like, he gave me my voice back, and he said, oh, I'm sorry to do that, but I still don't agree with what you did. Never told me anything bad that I did. I do regret a couple of things I said. But, like, you say that, just say, like, oh, that's not cool. And I'll be like, okay, I'll respect your space. Why don't people speak up when they're uncomfortable? I don't get it. Let's act like adults out here. Let's not act like children and avoid these problems. So, you know, that was something. But that was kind of weird that the guy who came in and kind of had, like, the ultimate decision reread what I said I don't agree with it, gave no reasoning, and it never went back to consideration to even let me back in. That's a little wonky to me. So I don't like TTM because they encourage, like, this really goody two-shoe behavior. And it's not about fun there. It's about competition. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. That's what it'll always be about. And it's a shame. I'm not going to join again. I'm more about the fun avenue. I think most people should be. That's just me speaking. But then, yeah, there's nothing fun about it. I can't go in there and have fun. I think it's poorly staffed, too. Like, I look at this situation, and I think, like, why don't you just say something to the guy? Nobody said anything to me about my behavior. Nobody. Not once. Until I was banned, of course. Then they're like, okay, we'll talk about it, sure. But they never warned me. They never did once. And in terms of people who have talked to me, it was just Carney on that Showdown server. And that's it. None of the other staff members have talked to me. Not even the head ones. I doubt they were even talked to about it. So anyway, there is a certain staff member I kind of want to pick out. Because I previously said I do not like him. It's Halu Nasty. I don't like Halu because if you're liked by Halu, and I'm not even sure if he doesn't have a problem with you and you're on his good side, things will go your way. If you're not, they won't go your way. The reason for this is because Halu's so whiny, so vocal, and it takes things so personally that when someone like me, I have a history with Halu because I had said some stuff to him in another tournament that I was running, and he wouldn't respect what my staff was trying to say. He even blocked me in PMs and stuff like that. Like, I don't have to listen to you. Can you respect me if I'm running it and I'm saying, yo, stop something? Because I would have respected him even if he said that. Because I don't like him, but when you're in a place where you have to respect someone, you respect them. It's simple as that. Then, if he's so decisive in terms of what happens there, he was the one who brought up that I should be gone. And people fear this guy. Nobody likes to get in an argument with the persuasive, whiny kid. So, everyone shifts over here with Halu. There were some people on my side, like, having my back. But nobody wants to pick a fight with this guy. Why don't you... You guys are a bunch of fucking children, honestly. Whole TTM staff, a bunch of children. They are. They're afraid to look at things from a fair view. They avoid their problems. That's how it is. So, Pokemon community, it's not fun. TTM is the biggest reason. They're the root of it all. I won't be joining again. The only reason I even really joined was because I was able to represent the UPA, and that's all I want to do. I want to represent the league that I feel is my home. Simple as that. I'm having fun with it. But yeah, never TTM again. I don't like Halu at all. And I don't like the people who side with him like that. It's pathetic. This league's not this league. This community's pathetic. It really is. TTM's the root of it all. Thanks. Wait up. Before I go, some more stuff came to my mind after this. So, a lot of people even thought that I didn't even do anything bad. I was just memeing. People knew that. The joke's too much. They could have said something. There's an example of something bad that happened. My boy Ben, Shiny Sable Eye 17, actually doxed my friend Dork in the server while we were memeing. And he had an issue with that. He talked to the admin team and the staff. Nobody did a thing about it. Nobody. Oh, man. So, when somebody's asking for something from staff, and there's a bad thing that goes on, nobody does a single thing about it. It's so bad. Oh my god. TTM is pathetic. Whole staff. There's good people on there. People I've even mentioned it as my homies and shit like that in this video. But it doesn't matter. I'm blocking the staff together because what the staff does is wrong. They don't give out warnings and they don't even assess problems when other people have legitimate concerns. All based on reputation. That's what it was. Dork got doxxed. He's seen as a memer. Nobody's gonna listen to him. I made a copy pasta, said a couple of bad things, and I have a reputation as a memer, so I got banned. And I'm personally against Halu. Halu's personally against me. He's so decisive that, of course I'm gonna get the ban hammered. What the fuck do you mean? It's bad. The community's bad. Sorry I made one edit to the video. Wanted this to be more of a rant, but some things came to my mind right when I clicked off. Who knows, that might happen again. But such a fucking bad community.